What up? Today we're going to be taking a look at a pickup I found at my local Walmart. Just out of the blue, I came across it, so I had to pick it up. And that is the Terminator Club Noir Arnold kit. Now, we are standing today in front of my Arnold shelf. I've always grew up on Arnold movies as well as Sylvester Stallone. That's pretty much how I got into fitness, which broke out into wrestling. So I do enjoy me some Arnold. Now, of course, all his movies aren't great, but I do have from early Arnold to later Arnold. There's favorites that I have, and then there's movies that I just do not really enjoy, but I still have them in the collection. Now, Terminator is awesome, but let's take a look at this figure. I don't open these, so if you want an unboxing, there's tons of them on YouTube. But I usually keep mine sealed, and I just have them as display pieces. So this will be going up here on the shelf. Now, this figure is from the movie where he steals those clothes from those punks, and he ends up at Club Noir, tracking down Sarah Connor. Of course, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, I think the T-800. You have Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. And a big shout out to Michael Biehn. I always enjoyed his performance in this movie as Kyle Reese, the one that's chosen by the future John Connor to go back to the past to try and save his mother. Awesome movie. Let's look at this figure. He does come with a ton of accessories, starting with 3 types of heads. You have the original regular head. Then you have a head when he got barbecued by Reese on top of a car, and it took me a while to figure this out, but basically it's his hair is kind of like sizzled down, because at first it's like feathered, and then it's looks like all sizzled after this, and his eyebrows are gone. So that's from the fire. Then you also get the head when he removes his eye, which happens after the chase after the Club Noir. I guess his fake human eye, the lens is too messed up to continue seeing, so he decides just to ditch it and cut it out, and he goes with a red, just the red robotic eye. Pretty awesome. This is also at the point where you get an extra arm that shows when he's repairing his damaged arm. You get 2 forceps, which of course are needed to hold open human flesh. You get a look at the gears that run his fingers, which is pretty awesome. You also get an alternate hand, which is his trigger hand. One is a fist, I guess, where he punches through the windshield, but then you could switch it out to the trigger. And let's talk about the guns that he comes with. Now, the first gun is a laser scope gun, which at this time they hadn't really shown a lot of lasers in movies, and this was kind of to give it a futuristic feel, but the laser was not really visible, so they had to modify it with a pump, tubes and stuff, to actually make it visible. But the gun is a 45 caliber long slide, also known as a hardballer. I think the company was Arcadia or something like that, but it's a pretty nice, smooth handling gun. Epic, iconic gun that comes out in the poster. You see it a lot in the movie. He, of course, kills Ginger with it. Pretty nice gun. He also picks up an Uzi, which is actually a long barrel Uzi, because later on they did make a short compact Uzi, and these are Israeli-made guns. But in the Club Noir scene, after Reese stops him from killing Sarah Connor, he just breaks out that Uzi and just starts, tearing up the place and mowing people down, which is a pretty horrific, action-packed scene. Awesome scene in the movie. You also get a standard in the 80s. They pretty much standard release these shotguns for all patrol cars. I think they were Winchesters, and Reese has one, but he cuts the stock off of his to make it like where he could conceal it. But eventually, the Terminator also picks one up, and they have like a shotgun driving duel, which is pretty insane. This movie, you know, I grew up on this movie. When I saw it, like I was so young that I didn't know what was fake and what was real, and to me it was like all realistic, and I even got kind of scared when I first saw this movie. Like I said, Linda Hamilton plays a pretty realistic, dramatic role, and you could see her arc from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. Like I said, Michael Biehn, awesome. I always loved this character, and the way he played it is just awesome. Kyle Reese, I can't say enough about him. And of course, you have Arnold, who at first they didn't want him to play this part because it would have like made him like they thought it would have pigeonholed him into being like a villain. But of course, he became iconic. You know, I'll be back, all that stuff. Pretty cool. Awesome role for Arnold. Now, one more thing is that what happened in the later movies, you know, it got all convoluted and the timelines, and they changed it so much. The sequels are not that good. But this is a really awesome story and awesome idea. You know, there is some good things in the series and then some bad things in the series, but this is one of the good things. So if you could come across this at your Walmart like I did, I'd go ahead and pick it up. This is going to go actually here on the Arnold shelf. Anyways, guys, thanks for taking a look at the Terminator figure with me. I'm going to be hunting for more of these Arnold figures so I could put them up here on the shelf. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.